Our next speaker is a lovely woman who I had a chance to meet at the Komen Race for the Cure this year. Her name is Ashley Walker. She is a young woman who is diagnosed with breast cancer, and hers is a powerful story that I just can't wait for you guys to hear. Please join me in welcoming the lovely Ashley Walker to the stage.
My name is Ashley Walker, and my fight with breast cancer began in October of 2012, just after my 29th birthday. I was young, I was active, I was in love with my boyfriend Sean, and we were starting our adventure in Seattle, our new home. I had no idea the adventure would include this fight. I pictured myself as the woman you see in the pink boxing gloves, saying, "Fight like a girl." This was going to be a fight, and I would survive. I would conquer breast cancer. A month after my diagnosis, I had both of my breasts removed. After my surgery, my cancer was staged as 3A, meaning that the cancer had started to spread to my lymph nodes and outside of the breast tissue. The next round in my fight included aggressive treatment because of the advanced stage of my cancer. At the same time, Sean and I purchased our first home, which, like me, needed a lot of treatment and care. I started 4 months and 8 rounds of chemotherapy, followed by I started 4 months of 8 rounds of chemotherapy, followed by a quick end of chemo celebration in Las Vegas, where we got engaged. A few weeks later, I started radiation, 30 sessions, which left me almost completely defeated. My fight had left me breastless, bald, and burned. But somehow, none of that mattered because I was a survivor. I fought my cancer, and I won. Finishing treatment and turning 30 caused me to focus on the beauty and opportunities that lay before me. I put my fight with breast cancer behind me. I started planning my life with Sean, and we got married. A year later, we were pregnant with our daughter, Morgan, who was born in May of 2016. This was followed by the purchase of a second home and the birth of our son, Adrian, just 16 months later. Life seemed to be back on track, but in October of 2017, my journey with cancer began again, just after my 34th birthday and a month after my second child was born. I was diagnosed with metastatic or stage 4 breast cancer. I was still young, still active, still in love. I had just moved into a new home with my husband and our 2 babies. I say my journey with cancer because in my mind, I walk with cancer every day now. I picture myself as traveling down the road with breast cancer. Where we are headed isn't quite clear, but unfortunately, it's a journey we're on together. When tumors were found in my liver, it didn't occur to me that my breast cancer had returned in another part of my body. In my mind, this was a new tumor, and tests were needed to see if it was cancer. My brain gave me a brief reprieve from what I already knew, but eventually it sunk in. My breast cancer was back with a vengeance, and now it was attacking other parts of my body. As I held my newborn son in my arms, I wondered if I would see him take his first step. As I tucked my daughter into bed, I hoped that I would be there to hear her first word. Would I see my children grow up? Would I help my daughter put on her cap and gown? Would I dance at my son's wedding? Would I get to see my children as parents? Hold my grandbabies? Would I grow old with my husband, the love of my life, and enjoy the golden years of retirement with him? My new journey began with a new treatment plan. I had my ovaries removed to reduce the hormones that fed my cancer. I started out on a new drug and daily oral chemo. My cancer treatment is a road I travel every day with no end in sight. As my doctor explained, I'm a hitchhiker in the metastatic world. I travel with a new treatment until it can't take me any further. And I have to find a new ride or a new drug, a new therapy that can take me as far as it can. And then another one and another one until there aren't any more rides available. Recently, my first hitchhiking ride came to an end after 1.5 years. The drugs I had been taking stopped working effectively, and the tumors within my liver started to grow again. Another new treatment plan with 2 new drugs, including one that was just recently approved in May for a specific mutation within my cancer, a treatment more targeted for my cancer. Unfortunately, hitchhiking can be dangerous, and you never know who you're getting in the car with. I had a severe allergic reaction to my new drug, and I'm currently just taking the other one, which likely means that progression will happen again sooner, leaving me with fewer options moving forward. However, new and better treatments for breast cancer are being developed at faster and faster rates, but none of that is possible without research and without access to care. And as we all know, both need funding. Without funding, without you, my journey could end much sooner than it should. Too many women die of breast cancer too young. Women you know and love. Supporting Komen means supporting the research and programs that save lives. Without you, my hitchhiking will come to an end and my travels will be over. But with your support, my journey doesn't have to end. With your support, there's always hope that there is a cure around the next corner. Your support and your donations make it possible for me and others like me to continue this journey. I'm fortunate. I have insurance, access to doctors, new treatments, and the support of my family. Sadly, not everyone in our community does. By partnering with Komen Puget Sound, you support the work of researchers like Dr. Ben Anderson and organizations working to discover new treatments and break down barriers of care. There are single mothers right here in our community who have no transportation or childcare, who can't afford to miss a day of work to get their chemo infusion. There are women who are alone and afraid and won't even know how to start looking for a doctor, let alone a new treatment. Your dollars help ensure that everyone facing breast cancer can have a fighting chance. Please give today as if someone's life depends on it, because it does.
Whew, Ashley. Another round of applause for beautiful Ashley and her gorgeous family.